Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Train Simulator Classic, aka Railworks. Today we're going to be taking a look at an item from Thomson Interactive to go along with your Bernina lines and your other Swiss narrow gauge lines. This is the RHB. You know what? Why don't I just pull this up? There we go. RHB Enhancement Pack 03 add-on. So this will... It's effectively just a DLC, just a locomotive pack. I don't know why they call it an enhancement like that. It's kind of misleading. It's a locomotive pack. It's a locomotive and rolling stock pack for the Swiss narrow gauge stuff, such as the Bernina line, the Albula line, whatever else is included in that lot. So it's a little bit unusual for me. I typically don't look at electrics and stuff, but personally I really enjoy these Swiss narrow gauge lines. I think they're a lot of fun. Matter of fact, I think the Bernina line is also part of, it's got a couple other countries. It moves into, Italy, I think? Question mark? Could be crazy. Not dead certain. Not what we're here for, but anyway. I have a lot of fun with the Switzerland's narrow gauge routes, such as this. And so I like the unique content that goes along with it. Now, unfortunately, there's not a lot out there for it, so we're kind of limited on what we can look at, what we can't look at. There's just really nothing out there to go over. A couple of the enhancement packs are literally copy and paste of stuff you already get in some of the routes, some of the Swiss routes. Or it's stuff like this, which is pretty cool, but it's not really an enhancement pack. It's more just a locomotive pack. So anywho, enough rambling. What is this? This is the ABE 4/43, which is a class of electric multiple unit rail cars. So I'm really getting out of my normal territory. Typically I don't like EMUs, I don't like DMUs. But this is kind of cool, and it gives us something a little more fresh to fiddle with on this particular, or on these routes. So in the pack, you're going to get 3 different locomotives. You're going to get the normal red. You're going to get this yes. And you're going to get this. This is the one that we're going to be using. I believe there are 6, 7, 8-ish locomotives that have been made. 6. If I just read through my stuff here. There were 6 made. All 6 of them are represented. They are individually numbered, and they have their individual plaques depending on that particular number. They were built between 1988 and 1990, and they serve the Bernina Railway in particular, which is what we're on right now. The class is so named because it was the 3rd class of rail cars of the Swiss locomotive and rail car classification type ABE 4/4 to be acquired. So ABE 4/4 denotes an electric rail car with 1st and 2nd class compartments and a total of 4 axles, all of which are drive axle. They operate on the 1,000-volt DC powered Bernina Railway, where they have helped to cope with increasing traffic. Over the years, they have also displaced the earlier ABE 4/4 1-class rail cars into lower level services. kind of different, kind of cool. I'm being a little weird here in that I'm only operating it as a single with 4 cars. Just about all the photos that I see of these things, they're operating in tandem with either another rail car or another locomotive. I mean, and you see it in these pictures here too. I don't really see any of it by itself. Well, sitting in a shed here, but well, there's one with it by itself. It's got 3 cars. I'm gonna go out on a wild limb and say it's not a powerhouse of a locomotive, but that's okay. These routes are not meant for mile-long trains and whatnot. Now, something I did notice, it's a kind of a fun detail while I was putting these into the scenario, is this footplate will change. Like, it will drop down or pick back up depending on what end of the locomotive you're using. It's kind of cool. It's kind of wacky. You will also get, as you guys probably saw in the photos there, these refrigerated, they call them swap cars. It's essentially a flat car that you can put anything on. Here's one that's unloaded. I mean, it's just a flat car. Only way, come on over here, and we have these kind of refrigerator trailers here. They're all the same model, but they come with different billboards. So, you know, here we got potatoes, pineapples, pears, mushrooms, grapes, tomatoes, strawberries, beets, carrots, oranges, and that seems to be it. So, you know, that's kind of cool. Something a little different. It's kind of odd that they put freight in with a DMU, or not a DMU, an EMU, but, you know, well, whatever. I assume that these locomotives pull mixed traffic from time to time. These have a top speed of 40 miles an hour, or 65 kilometers per hour. They had, at the time the class was delivered, it had 1,362 horsepower. Class's towing capacity is 90 tons. 89 long tons, 99 short tons, at a gradient of 7%, 95 tons if only bogie coaches are being hauled. They're also equipped with 12 seats in first class and 16 second class seats. They do have MU train control, meaning they can be operated with the older ABE 44-2s, or 4/42, the GEM 4/4 class electro diesel locomotives. Anyway, I think I've read enough, so let's check these things out. So, the Swiss content thus far has been really neat. It's been well detailed, nice to look at, kind of fun. And this is no exception. These look pretty good. I don't like the headlights, so I'll go ahead and throw that out here right now. Whatever that texture is, looks nah. But other than that, they look pretty darn good. Nicely detailed. As you can see, the paint scheme on this is a little bit blurry, kind of low res. Yeah. So it could stand to have a texture upgrade, I think. Red doesn't look half bad. It looks a little more crispy. This one... Actually, this looks a little more crispy, too. Not much more, but a little bit better. But overall, they look pretty darn good. Obviously they're electric, so overhead wires and such. Not a lot going on up here. Not as intricate as one might think they are. All the fun bells and whistles and wires and such that go off for your MUs. Very interesting. Ooh, that brake sound we've heard before. Inside the cab looks pretty decent. Left window. Right window. I guess they'll let me talk into the speaker. See how our track's set up. Nice, nice. Won't run into anything. Relatively familiar controls if you've operated any of the other Swiss items. You got a big old control wheel. Just kind of cool. It makes these a little more fine-tuned. You can kind of play with your speed a little bit more than like American diesel locomotives where you're stuck with 8 notches. More often than not, 1 notch is too much and 1 notch is too little. So let's see. Go ahead and give some power. Pantograph. Graph up. Graph down. Okay, maybe not. Train lights. Train line. Vent. Compressor. Main switch. This is one of those where it'll, yeah. Your power depending on which direction you're going. Cabin lights. Cylinders. Magnetic brake. Vacuum pump switch. Headlights. Goodness. The color looks alright. I'm just not too fond of the texture itself. It's kind of wonky. Effectively bus headlights. It's kind of irritating. Motor brake. Train brake. Instrument lights different. Oh, that's cool. Parking brake switch. Oh, goodness. What a whistle. Main wipers. Left wiper. Okay, let's see this one. Maybe I don't. I've been going crazy before this stuff. This. Handful of fun views. And I do believe it has a passenger view. Yeah. Nope, this ain't it. This is. Handful of passenger views. That's fun. Speedometer, bells, buttons, and whistles that I don't know what any of them go to. Cool. Great. Go. So it's effectively got like one of those, what is it, like, speed control? Not really. Cruise control, that's what it is. So, whatever your speed limit is, say right now it's probably 50. Oh, there's a warning horn. I believe the cruise control only controls how much power goes to the throttle itself, so once it reaches its speed limit, or what you have the speed limit set to, it'll rev up to that speed and then hold it. It's no good for going downhill, you have to control it for going downhill. Good lord. Crossing horn bells everywhere. That's windows being open does affect how loud it is. Very cool. Yeah, we're good. Not supposed to be there. It sounds pretty good though. Not gonna be wildly different from most of the other electrics that we've taken the time to look at. It does sound pretty good. Down to 30 kilometers. It's not a side note. These routes are really pretty. They really, really look nice. Some of my favorite passenger routes ever done for train sims. I like mountain railroading. I like narrow gauge railroading. This ticks the boxes for me. We had some steam locomotives ago where I did so. Unfortunately, we're stuck with a loud screech that plants screech. No predictable plans to construction. No, this is pretty. Right, again, I've also never ridden on this train. I've never been overseas to here, so maybe it does sound like that. I know when they use it on American trains, it drives me nuts because it's so not realistic. Nothing to do with the DLC. Always mind-boggling to me. It's like watching some logging railroad for us. You'll see inclines like this. Obviously, we have electric braking, electric dynamic braking. I dare say these switch route these are so very relaxing. They're not wildly complicated to operate and whatnot. Makes them kind of fun. Albeit, there's a lot of switches like this throughout this route. Kind of kill me, where there's no electrified lines. I'm curious as to how you move cars around, but anywho, there it is, guys. The RHB Enhancement Pack number 3 from Thomson. I believe we've looked at a couple of the other ones. They're Thomson Interactive. I like it. I think it's cool. It gives us a little more variety for the Switzerland routes. Something different than the typical locomotive that we see in all the packs. So definitely go check it out. Oh, goodness. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's worth it. If it's up your alley, definitely worth it. So definitely go check it out. It is on sale right now for like $9, $9.99. So you really can't go wrong for that price. It is available in the Steam store. That was interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys next time.